Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday the 25th of July. We've got some new mods. We've got a couple of updates. The map Agro Forest by Setka Simulators has had an update. That does say it's recommended you do it. There's quite a few things that have been changed on the changelog on that. And the Valtra T5 series by UHIS90. I just need to double check that part of that wasn't console release, because I thought it'd be typical I'd miss that. Anyway, in front of me we've got the Polish RDP boards pack by RolCeb, 0.76 megabytes download, ones on the slot count. You'll find these under build mode and others. They are basically EU signs, and the signs are identical. So if you look at that one, then look at that one, that's just a smaller version of that. That one is just a smaller version of that. And that's basically what the pack is. If we come down to here and we go across to our others and scroll down, you'll see that we start there at 1 by, then half size, then 0.75, then 0.8, 0.85, 0.9, and the one back up the top. So if I pick one, for example, here, to put it onto a wall, he says, why is that not showing? That's weird. Oh, because the signs turn around. It's you can't rotate it completely. It's you've got to keep clicking with your finger. Whether toggle free mode's on or off, you've still got to click it round. A bit more still. There we go. 4 placements, however high or however low and whatever size, you can pick and choose from there, and you can put the sign on. All of that just to show that. Anyway, that's the Polish RDP boards pack. Next we've got the Lizard MQP-30 by Angelo Smet, 20.94 megabytes download, 3 slots for the first one, and then 3 lots of 2 slots. So this is a bracket. Look, Farming Simulator does dinosaurs. It's a farming simulator. It does, doesn't it? And this one, even more so, looks like a dinosaur, which is very, very cool. Anyway, these are attachments for your forestry equipment. And we go to our excavator tools just here. There we go. So there's the actual attacher. That has to go onto whichever particular excavator you're using. And then we've got this one here and this one here. These both do rock breaking. So if you've got a rock breaking contract, these will do rock breaking. This one is a wood shear, a wood jaw. So I've got one of those. I think that one did I go for? I can't remember which one I went for. Anyway, options on these. That one you've got a main colour and a design colour. You can see which colours those are. That one, same thing. That one is just a main colour. I went for a metallic on that, but you can pick and choose. And the same with that one. You've got hydraulic hoses, yes or no. And then you've got your main colour and your design colour on there as well. So here's the thing. this map I'm on, I don't have any rock breaking contracts because there's no contracts. But we start the engine on this. You'll see when I go to put that down, hopefully it will drop and sit flat. Detach. Oh no, I've got to close it, I think. Do I have to close it? Close it and then detach it. There we go. So we pull away from that like that. This is our attachment, and your attachment has to go on the right way round. There's a, if you look at it that way around, that's the way it's, if you approach it from the wrong angle, it won't give you the option at all to attach. And I thought it was broken, but it's not. So L1, R1, and we've got rotate as well, so we can rotate that head, and then obviously we've got our crane function, which will do that. And you have to kind of line it up to get it to attach. And what we'll do, we go with a shear. It says, can we get that to go in without knocking it over? Attach that, there we go. So then we've got our rotation like that, which is pretty cool. And then L1, R1 and right stick up and down to open and close the grab. Now obviously it only goes out that far, so there's a limit to how big the trees are that you're going to be able to cut. But the great thing about this is you can lock the tops off trees, you can do a whole tree from the bottom, whatever you want to do. If we raise that right up, it should work. Adjust it. What way do I want to do it? That way, and then tilt it so it's kind of level. There's no automatic thing for this, so like that, and then oh, okay. So you've got a manual thing for it, but it just operates like a normal tree. Turn on tree harvester. I was not expecting that. And now we do it, do us. Still not cutting the tree. Give me a break. Really? This is the problem on console as well. With it on that rotation and the open and close of that cutter being on the same stick, I've got no option to cut. Switch to that. This was supposed to be a straightforward one. This one. I thought that was the whole point. You could cut higher up, lower down. Nope, still nothing for lower down. Will they give me options to cut? Don't tell me it's up the wrong way or something. That would be crazy if it is. Okay, let's do this. Makes no sense. Fold tree harvester. Unfold tree harvester. Let's rotate it right over the other way. See if it does it that way round. Well, it's certainly not working for me. Well, I've tried everything I can think of. I can't get it to work. And if it's that complicated, or it only cuts certain types of trees, then I don't see the point. It seems a bit weird. It just will not cut at any point. It's not giving me the option to cut. When I try and open and close the cutter, it won't. So I put on the rock breaking one just to show you, like I say, that looks even more like a dinosaur. Love it. But yeah, and that'll be for rock breaking. And again, Tonho hydraulic breaker. If you've got rocks to break, then you'll get the breaking, and it will do the breaking thing. Yeah, don't understand, but it's not working. Anywho, the Lizard MQP-30 pack. Next, we've got the Massey Ferguson SD2, 0.97 megabytes download, 2 slots, 2 meters wide by Adub modding ABP team featuring black sheep modding. This you'll find under ploughs. It looks like a subsoiler, but it is under ploughs, and it's just over there. And there it is. So you'll find this, as I said. That wood thing's going to annoy me. I'm going to off camera and go back and check, because I might try a different sort of tree. I don't know. It seems really weird. Anyway, there you go. Under ploughs, not subsoilers. 4,500, 2 meters wide. Design standard or with sign. We've got main colour, does that. Design colour, does that. And then the other design colour does the supports on the back. 88 horsepower required. We can create fields. If you've already got a field, it will do the ploughing thing. If you want to create a field, again, if you've been watching this for a while, you'll understand how this works now, but if you're new to the game, you might not know. You can create your own fields, extend fields, obviously with a small one like this is going to take a little while, but that you can do with the Massey Ferguson SD2. Next we have got, oh, this is quite cool, yeah, something a bit different as well. Let's look at this first, actually. This is the Actisol Demeter D359 Plus by AgriPolyConcept. It is 8.62 megabytes download, 5 slots, 3.5 meters wide. And this you'll find under, this was under subsoilers, bizarrely. So the plough I thought was under subsoilers wasn't. This I thought was a cultivator, but it's not. There we go. 25 grand. You got the option on the back for cage, flex sol, text sol, unisol, well sol, back to cage again. 180 horsepower required. I don't think we've got any options for adjustment. You can fold the cultivator, which puts the side belt above that and that. That's that. There's an option for shallow or deep cultivation. Being it's a subsoiler, it should give us a ploughed state with a cultivated look, which is exactly what it's doing. A few little bits of nodding there from each of the shanks as they go to add a little bit more immersion to it. Nice made and detailed. The Actisol Demeter D359 Plus. So next we've got the Elmer Super 7. Now you might be forgiven looking at this and thinking, oh, it's a weeder, we had this before. We did, but this has got some tricks up its sleeve. It has changed a little bit. The Elmer Super 7 by Bcbuhler, 11.75 megabytes download, 10 slots for each one. We've got a 15.3 metre, a 21.3 metre and a 27.3 metre. These will run at 12 miles an hour as well, so they run faster than standard. But this can operate as a mulcher a cultivator, or a weeder. So if we go into, you'll find it under cultivators initially. So there's our 50 foot, 70 foot, 90 foot, 15.3, 21.3, 27.3. The options are the same on each one. You've got the option for function adjustable, so you can adjust it on the fly, or you can go for just tillage, cultivator, just a mulcher, just a weeder, or back to adjustable. We've got BKT or we've got Trelleborg as an option on our tyres. That's it. Those are our choices. Now I've gone for the adjustable, and I thought, silly me, I thought there'd be like an option. You'd be able to switch it between them. So what we'll do is we'll start our engine and unfold it. It unfolds very nicely. Actually, let me just double check something as well. As far as cultivators go, price wise, 86,500 for a 27.3 metre. How much did I say it was? 86, 164, 128. That puts in that category, which is an 8.4 metre. That's mad. Fantastic price then. So yeah, we've got L1, you've got fold it or lower it, R1, then L1, R1. Under L1, you've got that little green bar, top left, and it's side to side, and it does this. It adjusts the angle of the tines. So I'm assuming the angle of the tines, is what it says in the description, will dictate what this does. So let's drop that down and see what it does now. Nothing at the moment, so I'm assuming my weeds are too long. It's not cultivating, it's not mulching. Let's just double check if we go with this stuff which could be mulched. Well, it's not doing anything. Let's raise it back up again. No, I don't know, like I say, whoa, 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 no, I didn't hard work out. What are you doing? Let's adjust that tine angle. Bring it in a little bit, maybe? What does that do now? There we go. Now we're mulching. You see that? So sort of halfway, we're mulching. Then I would assume at 90 degrees, that then becomes a cultivator. That's let's be honest, that's pretty cool, isn't it? So let's adjust those again. L1, let's go directly vertical like that. And now drop it. Cultivator. Oh, that is, I have to say, that is pretty cool. For the price, for what it does, multi-function, and also having it like that, you don't have to go back to your toolbox and switch between the two. If you want to do a bit of mulching, you have to be careful though, because obviously if you put it in the wrong mode, I'm not big on weeds and weeding, but the fact it does give you the option to do that. So you want to go all the way back for weeding, partial for mulching, and then all the way 90 degree pretty much upright for your cultivating. That's very cool, like that. Awesome stuff. The Elmers Super 7 by Bcbuhler. Which brings you on to the last mods for today. We have a map, North March Reloaded by LS Schleswig-Holstein. I will get onto that tomorrow. I have got some stuff I've got to do this evening. I've done a little bit of prep, and I will do a little bit more, but I'll record that in the morning. So the final mod for today is... It's the Day of the Dinosaurs. It looks like teeth on across the front of that. This is the John Deere CS770 by Agro Tonho, 22.35 megabytes download and 18 slots. Rather cool. It is a cotton harvester, and you'll find it in that location. So just across there under cotton harvesters, there it is. There's our John Deere CS770. I thought we'd already had this, but that might have been FS22, FS17. Good grief. 863 grand is what it will cost you. 515 horsepower. We've got configuration at 6.8 metre, which is more standard, or out to 10.5, which will make light work of what you're doing. We've got Continental, Michelin, Trelleborg, Mitas, BKT, Friedrichshain, Continental, Michelin, we're back again. So on these we've got twin wheel 2, transport wheels for putting it onto a trailer or something like that, transport wheels 2, crawler track 2, which is what I went for, crawler track, back to twin wheel. That's pretty much the same on all of them. Mirrors, we've got standard, design 1, design 2, back to standard. We've got lower cabin lights, yes or no. We've got upper cabin light, at the moment it's on a double, you can have singles either side of the main section. Seat backrest, standard or with detail. I think I went with detail. Numbers 1 through 9. Window tints, tint 1, 2, 3. Back, I think I went 2. And license plate option on there as well. Now this has got a very quirky thing to it as well. Let's jump in, start it up. Let's unfold the harvester, which will put it up into its operating position. Open up the header, like so. Horn, lights. Is there any beacons? Oh yeah, got flashing beacons on there. Very nice indeed. Now this should. I haven't got automatic drop on yet. But you should, with the partial bale in there, as long as you've turned automatic drop off, you should be able to unload partial bales as well. But at the moment we're on control group 1, seat, so header, seat, sun visor. I was like, oh okay, header, that's an interesting one. So I went inside because I'm thinking seat and sun visor. So L1 and was it R1? There we go, R1, right stick side to side, visor. Right stick up and down, door. So there's our visor and door, very nice. L1 and right stick up and down, watch. Because the headers on these can't be removed, if you put it with transport wheels and you're going to put it onto a low loader transport down the road, you can technically remove the header and then put it back on again like that. So you've got the option to attach it or detach it, kind of. Yeah, weird. Press triangle again, we come to steering column, which gives us the option for forwards and backwards, and then side to side. What does that do? Oh, is that from the actual? I'm looking. So we've got the whole steering column. Yes, the whole steering column, or just the top section. Then R1, L1, R1. Nope, just that. Then we turn this on, and it does the cotton baling thing. At the end of the day, a wider header. Doesn't run any faster or anything like that. Option to remove the head though. I suppose because it's a much bigger head, it'll do it on the smaller head as well, but that's pretty cool. Something a bit different, isn't it? With the tracks as well. I like that. And there we go. That's it. That's it for the mods for Friday the 25th. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching. In addition, I thought I would just double check and see if I can unload a partially made bale, and I've got barely anything in that, and it is unloading that fine. I'm also going to go and take that excavator down and try a different tree, because it's going to bug me. So just for complete peace of mind, I'm going to double check. There you go, partial bale, done, no problem at all. I had to know, because it was going to drive me insane if I didn't. Does it give me the option to cut? No. It is unfolded. It is turned on. It's not even cutting the small one. What am I doing? I say I'm going through each of the options. L1, R1, L1, R1. Fold tree harvester does that. Unfold tree harvester does that. Turn it on and off does that. Nothing. Right, turn it off and open and close that, and then close it. Nope, I got nothing. Okay, I thought maybe because that was they were trees I placed. These ones were on the map already. I'm not getting any joy with anything. How weird.